What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's How. Today we are going to go over some of the types of katanas you should be most interested in putting through the item world grinder. Alright, so we're going to go over these starting now. We're going to go right in here right now. We're going to go in with Masamune. Alright, these are in no particular order, but these top 5 types of katanas are the things you should be interested in. So Masamune, why would you be interested in it? Well, it has 150 attack. Alright, number 1, highest attack katana in the game. Single-handed can be used in a lot of dual-wield builds. There's still a lot of characters who have katana masteries. Katanas, all in all, you're going to want to slap them on dual-wield units from time to time. And then Masamune also lets you go after double-hand builds for a couple particular units that we've gone over recently. And then far in the future, Sephiroth 7-star gets some ability enhancements that make him a extremely mean double-hand / true double-hand unit with Masamune. So if you enhance this, you try to get like a nearly perfect one. Alright, you'll go in there and you'll be doing work. Yeah, guys, by the way, what does a near perfect enhancement look like for katanas? Well, katanas, all in all, for the most part, you're here to get as much attack as you can possibly on them. So you want the rare ability, which will give you 15% attack, and I think 50% HP as well. Then on top of that, you can get another 15% attack, and then a 12% attack. So if you're super lucky, you can get 42% attack on your katana. You're not going to hit that all the time, but you can get up to 42% per katana, and that's what you really want to aim for most of them. Alright, so moving on, the next katana that's worth putting enhancements on is Sasuke's katana. This katana doesn't have as much attack as Masamune does, but it has the all-important dual-wield effect. So this gives you just dual-wield. It's not dual katanas, it's dual anything. You get this from the current 10-man trial that just came out. Altafira, I think is his name or something like that. So yeah, aim to put a bunch of attack on this. It's going to be an exceptionally strong weapon for you because it's going to give you up to 42% attack. It's going to give you dual wield, and you can put whatever other weapon you want on there. It's non-elemental, so you can put your holy great swords on there, your dark great swords, your fire great swords, whatever you want. You can mesh this with an elemental weapon. Now, if you have a non-elemental weapon, the next couple of katanas are things that you might want to think about. So we have elemental katanas up next. We have Fire Katana and Hyomonto, enhance it the same way with all of the attack. Okay, you want to field this with a non-elemental great sword or sword, so maybe you want to put this on like Onion Knight or something like that. I don't even know if Onion Knight can use katanas. I don't use Onion Knight. Okay, I'm assuming he can use katanas. He's the Onion Knight. He's a dual-wield king, right? So I'm assuming he can use them. But if fire's not your thing, or you don't have Hyomonto, you can actually get Chiri Jiraden right now from the Oracite event. It's not Oracite, it's the Orborn Monastery rerun event. It's going to take a little bit of grinding. It doesn't have nearly as much attack, but it's a more accessible fire katana option for those of you who are interested in a fire katana. And if fire's not your thing, though, we do have the Hyomonto, as I like to pronounce it. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious, and so should you. Maybe not. But it's a ice elemental, 110 attack katana. In addition to that, it has the additional effect of Frozen Law here, which gives you 25% Beast Bird, Aqua, and Plant Killer. So a little bit of extra damage on top of that. You want to pair these ice and fire katanas with non-elemental weapons 99% of the time. Okay, guys. Now, for fire and ice katanas, those ones are pretty well. There's some other ones that you can buy that have really low attack. They're not really worth enhancing. There's like a wind katana. But one other one that you may want to enhance is actually the Light Blade. Okay, it comes from an exploration chest. It's got 54 attack, so it's really low. But the cool part about it is that it's actually light elemental. So light elemental is a really popular element if you're a newer player. You don't have access to like a strong light weapon. Maybe you missed out on some of the old events and stuff like that. But you have a katana user. You could go and get this from, let's see what it is here from. It's from the Energy Extraction Station Exploration. It's a 54 attack, really low, light elemental weapon. But if all of your friends are using light elemental weapons, you're going to need to get your hands on one, and it's going to allow you to elemental chain, whether it's going to be with an Orlando friend or a Sephiroth friend, anything like that. Opening up the avenue of elemental chaining is insane, and then you might as well go ahead and tack on, 30+% attack. It's going to get you going, doing a lot more damage for all of those trials when you're trying to take them out. So, continuing on, we have Purple Lightning. So if you want a stat stick for your Pyroglacial Last Wall, look no farther than an enhanced Purple Lightning. Purple Lightning already gives Azure Soul, which is 40% attack to Last Wall and Pyroglacial Last Wall. If you enhance it, like we were saying before, you try to max out its attack, you can get up to an additional 42% attack. And yes, that does stack. So you can get Purple Lightning with plus 82% attack. Throw that on Pyroglacial Last Wall and go to work. So you probably will be able to hit the stat cap pretty easily this way if you're an older player, a veteran player, you have a lot of percent gear. But keep in mind, if you're a Pyroglacial Last Wall fan, after 7 stars come out, a little bit after that, they do raise the percent stat cap, which is now plus 300% attack, magic, defense, spirit, whatever have you for a stat for both a gear percent base as well as passives on the character natively. So that goes from 300% right now up to 400% relatively after the 7 stars come out. You can get 82% of that right from Purple Lightning. So take a look at Purple Lightning, it's pretty strong. And then the last one here, Kiyomori, which is actually going to be enhanced a little bit different than the other one. So Kiyomori most of the time is used because of this additional effect here, Evade, plus 10% physical evasions, 10% dodge katana. So you don't really put this on a lot of units to do a bunch of damage. You put this on like a tank. You put it on your War of Light, your Chizuru, something like that. It's not accessible right now, but hopefully one day we'll get the rerun event of the Final Fantasy Tactics event that did come with Kiyomori. It's a global exclusive item, so I'm looking forward to that. And so you probably want to put something like HP percent on here. You don't really need defense because you're going for a dodge build usually with a Kiyomori. So I would go for max HP or max spirit or a mix of spirit and HP. This is because a lot of the times your physical dodge tank, whether you use single target provoke and he gets covered up by an AoE cover magic tank, while the provoke tank that's dodge takes all the physical attacks. The provoke tank doesn't have to worry about AoE physical attacks because he's going to dodge it. He doesn't have to worry about any sort of magic attacks because he can get covered by with the rest of the party by the AoE magic cover tank. The thing that he does have to look out for is like the fixed attacks that do like magic damage, right? So you might as well take your Kiyomori in there, get some percent HP or some percent spirit, help him survive some of that fixed attack, which means that it can't be covered, okay? And it can't be dodged, I don't think either. Sometimes it can be dodged, who knows? Depends on the fight. But the fixed attacks that do magic damage, you want to have more spirit or more HP. So aim for some HP and some spirit on your Kiyomori. So out of all of the katanas in the game, those are the ones that I think you should be taking a look at right now in Item World. I do believe even after Item World leaves, it'll come back. And I think you can still enhance katanas on it once again. I think they just add new ones. I could be wrong though. It could be a set rotation. Who knows? So if it isn't a set rotation, you better get in there. You get your katanas leveled up if you're a katana fan. Get your Kiyomoris, get your elemental weapons, get your Sasuke's katanas that just came out, make that insane. And then get your Masamunes and all that fun stuff. So if you want to see more stuff like this, you haven't seen the Dagger video, go ahead, check out the Dagger video. There's some insane Dagger builds that open up with the new Item World enhancements with High Tide. You do some insane stuff with the High Tide Dagger builds. So go check that one out. I'll put the link in the description for that for you as well. Previous content, including that playlist section, a bunch of different stuff. Future content, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Turn the notification bell on to always on. It's got like 5 different steps now. It's a whole fiasco. I'll see you guys in the next one.